The name's Diamonds. Sam Diamonds. Before you ask, yes, diamonds are a girl's best friend. I want to tell you about a case I was working on about 10 years ago when I was with the police department, homicide. My partner, Johnny Boy Ilocito, and I got this call about prostitutes and pimps. Well, at first the prostitutes didn't want us around and the pimps didn't either because they're chasing away business. But soon the pimps were being murdered, even those with armed bodyguards, so all of a sudden we were the in thing. But just as soon as it started, it dried up right away. Nothing for about 8-9 months. Then it started up the next year. The thing was that it started up on college campuses and they were attacking athletes and cheerleaders. And it culminated in the Halloween. There was a triple homicide. 2 football players and a cheerleader. The thing was, there was no evidence of restraints. Why didn't they run away? It boggled the mind. And a break came. I got a call at the station that somebody knew something about it. I was at home having lunch. It was Missy and mine's 10th anniversary and having a little lunch, if you know what I mean. Johnny got the call, gave me a call at home. Since it was near where I lived, the warehouse district, where the snitch wanted to meet, I said I'd just meet him there. I got stuck by a train, a good half hour. Anyway, by the time I got there, I heard the scuffling in the back, and I went to go see what it is, and there's Johnny standing over the snitch, just kicking the living daylights out of him, getting blood all over his brand new Italian hand-cut suit. Well, we dragged the snitch to the squad car, calling an ambulance and backup. Johnny Boy said that a snitch pulled a knife and threatened to slice and dice him. Well, after the snitch was taken to the ambulance to the hospital, we went back with the backup. Couldn't find any evidence of a knife there. Got back to the station and the captain called us in and gave all our statements. And then IA, Internal Affairs, came in. Johnny Boy begged me to back him up on this, but I said I couldn't find a knife. I can't lie to IA. Anyway, Johnny Boy gets transferred to Vice, of all places, and I get a new partner, Ike Cooper. Ike's a great guy, about 25-year-old ex-Marine, loyal as a dog. And again, the murders dry up almost as quickly as they started. We were assigned other cases, and again, about the following summer or so, it started up again. But this time we had some solid leads, and we were able to get a search warrant, to apply for a search warrant. There's one more piece of evidence, and I went out to gather it. But when I got there, I found out it was a wild goose chase. So I called back to the station, and Ike was still waiting on the warrant, so I called Missy, and she didn't answer. And that was strange, because she always answered in the afternoon when I called her. I called back Ike, and I said, hey, go to my house and take a gander, please. So he got there, and when he got there, the door was ajar. He moved in, he walked in, and there in the kitchen was a half-made platter of antipasta. And Missy loved making antipasta. And then on the floor was this huge blood pool, and it was swished and swashed like somebody was dragged through it. He went throughout the house and he found different parts of her body sliced up and placed in different rooms in the house. He called for the coroner and then he waited outside for me. And I came in and I was running and he stopped me. And that started my binge. I went on a 5-year binge of drinking. And my favorite was the Boilermaker, shot in the beer. Well, for the first year, Ike covered for me as best he could, but the brass knew what was going on. They transferred him back to foot patrol and they gave me just enough rope to hang myself. A couple more years, they forced me to quietly retire. Anyway, about a year ago I sobered up, and just after that I started my own PI business. I got a call from the commissioner. He wanted me to come in and check this out with some fresh eyes. I get back to the station and who's there? The captain now is Johnny Boy Ilocito. We had our pleasantries. We greeted each other as one could say he is. He offered me a drink, and I told him I don't anymore, and he offered me again, and I told him I don't drink anymore. I don't do that shit. Well, anyway, I went back to my desk and I reviewed my old files. I reviewed his old files. I reviewed Ike's old files. Then on a whim, I called for Johnny Boy's Vice files, and there was something not quite right, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And all of a sudden, I look at this one case that Johnny Boy was investigating. It was these home break-ins and vandalisms, and it turned out to be a group of homeless people. And it was led by this, Mama Bush and also known as a bushwhacker. Now, Mama Bush was 4'6" if she was an inch, and she was 75 pounds soaking wet. See, the thing was, though, that she got in a tussle with a homeowner who didn't take too kindly about his property being damaged, and but she beat him within an inch of his life. You imagine that. I did a little more digging. I found out that she was an ex-cook at the Ranger Training School, and that when the Rangers would go to hand-to-hand combat training, she'd go along with them. And when they asked her why, she said, "Hey, my size, I'm worried about being mugged." So they trained her, let her come in. And I did some more digging. I found out that when they were in jail, the murders stopped, and when they came out, the murders picked up again. We got some more evidence, and she left her switchblade, the last murder, able to get the evidence together. Went to trial, got a conviction, and she's life in prison. Anyway, solved the case. They wanted me to come back on their force, but I said, no thanks, I'm happy where I'm at. Back in my practice, I got Dollface out in front, I got all I need.